just got onto Australia's straightest road, 90 miles, baby! We've just spent the last year travelling Australia in our self-converted van. Emu also ran in front of us today. Welcome back to another vlog. We are travelling from Canberra all the way over to Western Australia to move permanently, which is super exciting. We're moving to a place, oh there's dirt on the camera. We're moving to a place that we absolutely loved when we stopped by doing our lap of Australia. Also, if you're new here, my name's Darby, this is Cosmo, and that's Rowan. And we've just spent the last year travelling Australia in our self-converted van, and now we're driving the van with everything we own back across the country and settling down in WA, which is so exciting. I'm a little bit sick, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but today we're going to Kimba, and yeah, come along for the journey with us. This is what we've done so far.
Our original plan was to drive from Canberra to Tassie, but we couldn't get a hold of any rapid antigen tests to get into the state, so we decided to go west in time for Western Australia to open their border, but they pushed the date back at the last minute. So we turned back around, decided to do the east coast, and then got trapped by the floods around Byron Bay area. We drove inland and north through outback Queensland and then ended up in Cairns. Then we drove back down the east coast for a friend's wedding in Sydney, waited out the cold in Canberra, and then set off again to South Australia. In Port Augusta, we drove north through Alice Springs, we visited Uluru, then Darwin, then followed the main road from the Northern Territory into Western Australia and found our favourite free camp of the trip in Broome. After that, we headed south down the west coast, across to Esperance, across the Nullarbor, and home to Canberra for Christmas.
And on this trip, Rowan is just following me on his motorbike. Cosmo and I are in here. He's nice and secure there so he can look out the window as well as lay in his bed. He's not too restricted that he wouldn't enjoy the trip, but he still has a little bit of freedom, which is what we really wanted. Rowan's being an absolute gem and wiping my windscreen for me. He's the best. So now we've just driven most of the day. We're at Port Augusta and an hour 44 to Kimba. And Rowan's ready to go. Happy New Year! It's the 1st of January 2023. We're in Kimba. We're at this great recreational reserve that's donation only. It has a great camp kitchen, and we're about to go fill up our water, and we're gonna head off to Seduna today. Let's go! Absolutely love this part of Australia, so if you ever get the chance, make sure you travel the Eyre Peninsula. It's where we are in the scheme of the country. So my current sunnies have scratches all over them. I don't know if you can see that on camera. When I look through them onto the road, I can't really see anything because there's just scratches all over the glasses. So I got these ones. No pair of sunnies ever look good on my face, so I thought I'd just go plain black. Like, I don't know, if you know anything about like face shapes and sunglasses and stuff, please let me know, because I've been looking forever for a pair of sunnies that work with my face, so just let me know. But these are my new sunnies. I can actually see through them now, so I can see the road, so we're a lot safer. We were expecting a 5-hour drive to Seduna, but apparently it's only 3 hours, Rowan just figured out. How did I already not know this though? So this is the route we're taking today. Here we are over here in Kimba. That's Seduna. It's going to take 3 hours 15. Let's do it. Also, this vlog might be a little bit more talkative than normal because I'm not filming the road as I'm driving, because that's very dangerous. And I'm also not super comfortable driving this big van, so multitasking just isn't really an option. Yeah, it'll still be enjoyable, I hope. So Rowan just had the great idea of wetting this little neck thing that we sewed earlier and putting it in the freezer, and now he's going to be so cool on the drive. That's going to be so nice on the neck. Maybe I need one. Just a reality check, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. It is 37 degrees right now, and my phone overheated, so I had to put it in the freezer. So I went to the bathroom before we left. Some man opened the door on me because the lock didn't work that I didn't know about, and today's just going great. Feeling very overwhelmed because I'm too hot, there's no air conditioning, we've just got the windows down. So excited to get to the coast. Let's go. Another bump in the road again today. We're about 45-50 minutes from Seduna, and Rowan's pulled over and says, I don't think I'm going to have enough petrol to get to Seduna. So he went back to the servo that was maybe like 5 or 10 k's back that way. and they're closed until Tuesday and it's Sunday, so it's just gonna be a whole thing. If he can't make it there, he's gonna flash his lights at me and beep and beep and beep until I notice, and then he's gonna come to the van and we're gonna drive in the van together. I don't know, let's hope he doesn't run out.
Turn left.
So Rowan's bike pretty much just ran out of petrol, almost, so we're at a rest area. Oh, trash alley's still on, hang on. Oh, I'm not having a good day. So yeah, we've just pulled over to this rest area. I don't even know what we're gonna do. He's sort of like gonna hide his motorbike across, like behind some bushes, just so no one sees it and tries to take it. And it's about 35 minutes till Ceduna, so we're gonna drive to Ceduna, get a jerry can of, oh my god, these flies. Get a jerry can of petrol, drive back here, put the petrol in the motorbike, and then keep driving towards our rest area in Ceduna. So, that's the plan. Today has felt like it's going on forever, and there's so many flies in the van, I don't even know if you can see. So Rowan and Cosmo just rode in the back for about 30 minutes, and now we've pulled up at this servo, and now we're just hoping they have jerry cans, because if they don't have a jerry can, I don't know how we're gonna get the I don't know how we're gonna get the petrol to Rowan's bike. Oh, this is so stressful. Oh my god, I see him in the review. I think he's got one. Yay! Was the jerry can a success?
It was. Oh, I gotta find the bike.
That's where they're gonna be riding for the next 35 minutes, lucky boys. I'm up here in the heat, they've got ice in the back. Enjoy the ride.
Turn right. Then your destination will be on the right.
You really hit it around the back, didn't you? Straight up this one? Oh, yep. There he is. No one's stolen it. Ready for another 30-minute drive? There he is. 36 degrees and full of flies here, 30 minutes out of Ceduna. I've got to drive back into the town, and then we're going to find a spot to stay, and then I think I want to get sprayed down with the hose because it's just so hot today. Oh, it's playing on my emotions. I don't do well in the heat. This is the second time today I've had to put my phone in the freezer because it's too hot. And I don't even know where I'm going. Oh my god, it's on. Okay, cool. We can go now. We just had cold showers. The fans are on, the windows are open. We're trying to cool down a bit. But that's all I'm going to film for today because I'm absolutely exhausted. See you tomorrow. Hello, good morning. Today is going to be a much better day. It is 15 degrees cooler. It's going to be about 22 degrees today. And I'm so excited. I'm feeling a little bit less sick as well, which I think is contributing to my great mood. We're going to be driving about 4 hours today, hoping to get to a beautiful cliff camp on the Bunda Cliffs on the Great Australian Bight. This morning we're just going to do some laundry in Ceduna and then head to a bakery or something for breakfast and then get on our way. Oh, the temperature is already just feeling so much cooler, and if you've been watching for a while, I don't do well in the heat. I'm very negative, and I'm sorry if that comes across in the vlogs. It's probably not very fun to watch, but it's just, it just feels so good. I think it's about 18 degrees right now, and yesterday at this time it was 27. So we're gonna get going for the day. There's Rowan in the background. This is Cosmo's little setup over here. Look, it's probably not the safest, but we did have a moment when we had this lid on the cage, but he was just getting way too hot. Like, it was almost 40 degrees. And so we wanted him to have his own little window. And so he's very secure against the headrest. He can't jump out. He can't come over to my lap and annoy me over here while I'm driving. So yeah, he's got his bed, he's got some toys. He's very secure there, and he's not going to pass out from the heat because he'll have the wind through the window. We've just made it to the Nullarbor Roadhouse, and it is so windy. Rowan was saying that he has to like constantly keep like putting his head back up because the wind just keeps like tilting it. It's crazy windy, and I feel the van like going more towards the middle of the road, and so having to like, I feel like I've been doing this for like 100 k's. Oh yeah, we just did our washing in Ceduna today as well, so we're gonna fold that and put that all together when we've stopped for the night. But I don't know, we might stop here if Rowan's neck is really hurting and then see what the wind is doing tomorrow, because it is so strong today and I couldn't imagine it being nice.
like having to constantly like hold your head this way as you're driving. So yeah, we're planning to stay at a really nice cliff camp tonight, looking over the Great Australian Bight. I don't know, it might be a bit too windy. I really wanted to camp on the cliff last time, so it'll be so great if we could do it this time. Yeah, that's the current update. Also, how cute is this necklace I got for Christmas? Let me see if I can show it to you up close. It's so cool. It's like a little camping necklace with a little tent and stars. So cute. The perks of having Rowan on a motorbike. We have no signal. We're currently rerouting. Cosmo's crying. But we found this big hole just in the middle of nowhere. So we're hoping that the cliff camp is over that way. But we just drove on some pretty rocky roads. Oh my gosh, Cosmo, is there something you'd like to say? Is that all? So we're just gonna camp here for the night next to this big sinkhole that we just found. And we're gonna walk up that way to the cliffs. I've also put some shorts on because I don't want to be flashing if anybody is there. Scary that we're allowed this close. Jeez, I don't know if I want to stand this close to the edge. Do you want to tell everyone what you're doing?
Taping my headphones to my ears.
This is bandage tape from our first aid kit.
Yeah, it keeps them in my ears and blocks out some of the wind.
Great solution. Today we crossed the WA border. We were all cleared. We didn't have any fruits, veggies, honey, anything like that. And now we're at Madura.
You snuck veggies under the mattress.
How do you hear me now? When I was talking to you earlier, you're like, oh, sorry, I can't hear you. All of a sudden. Also, look at this. He moves my mirror every single day to put his little ear things in. I'm talking soft so he can't hear me. And he always forgets to move it back. Always. And it drives me nuts.
I can't hear you.
I know.
What veggies did you smuggle?
Stop! I'm not smuggling any veggies. But anyway, yeah, we're at this Madura Pass in WA and we're hoping to make it to Saiguna today. And I think once we make it there, we would have been driving for about 4-ish hours today. An emu also ran in front of us today, which was a little bit scary, but him and his mate were just hanging out on the side of the highway. Cosmo has also been really great this trip. He hasn't made a single sound. I think that signals that it's time for us to go. Bye. Thank you! He remembered! Currently the 4th of December. We've just stopped at the Saiguna Roadhouse for some petrol and we're gonna get going for the day. Pretty gloomy day today, so we might need some jumpers on. This is the podcast I'm about to listen to. And there's Cosmo all ready to go. I've got my jumper. Who would have thought a couple of days ago we'd be whipping out a jumper? There's Rowan's bike with his little DIY padded seat. And this is the man himself. Hello. We just got onto Australia's straightest road, 90 miles, baby! Once again, the mirror has been left
open. He knows. All I had to do was this, and he knew. Thank you! So today is sort of a put your head down, get it done sort of day. We started off in Norseman this morning. We stayed at the caravan park overnight, which was pretty nice. And now we've just driven about an hour and 40 minutes and we're at this town called I keep going to say Kalgoorlie, but it's called Coolgardie. And it's like this gold rush town. The roads around here are really cool. There's like no cars at all. It's kind of weird. It's like we're in the middle of WA, like inland WA, I guess you could say. But we're aiming to get to, I'm gonna absolutely butcher this, so I'm so sorry, and please correct me if I'm wrong. We're planning to go to Mukkenbudden today. It's, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how, it could be Mukkenbudden. I'll put it up on the screen here. I honestly have no idea, and I would hate to pronounce it wrong, but I definitely have. And yeah, so that's another 3.5-4 hours away, so that's what we're gonna do today, and we're almost at our destination, which is so exciting. Rowan's ready to go on his bike. He's just putting his gloves on. Cosmo's ready to go. He's got his toys. We've just stopped across the road from this random servo for lunch. We're almost there, aren't we, bud? He's just had a lot of water, so don't be fooled by the panting. He is fine. Rowan's getting ready to get back on his bike. About an hour and a half left. Oh, my voice. And we're going that way.
We did not know the answer over the castle on the hill.
I know this is a bit dangerous to be filming while I'm driving, but doesn't this just look like the perfect like country back road movie setting? It's so cool. We're in between the towns of Southern Cross and Mukkenbudden. It's so cool. Last day on the road, very exciting. We've got about a 6-hour drive from Mukkenbudden, I still don't know how to say it, all the way to the coast, and then that's going to be our home. So exciting. We're just going to go to the servo first and then see where we go from there. We're going to try and stop every 2 hours, so that should be so exciting. And in 6 hours we will be home. We've just stopped at this town called Kalani, I think it's called. I'm butchering all these names. I'm so sorry if you live in any of these places. Please tell me how to pronounce your town's name. It's got a little blue slushy because it's meant to be 40 degrees here today. And Rowan went in and picked up little ham and cheese croissants for both of us. We're only about 4 hours away, which is so exciting. And it's also on the coast, so we might even go for a little dip in the ocean today, or even just nice cold showers. Definitely feeling the heat today. Not long to go now. How exciting. We've done like 40 hours of driving, which is just, it just feels so good for it to be done. Like at the start it just seemed like that was so far to go, and now we're 4 hours away. Oh, I'm just so excited. Are you so excited to get to the coast? Have a little home on the beach. Alright, so we've got another 2 hours to this place called Morawa, and then less than 2 hours till the coast from there. Oh my goodness. This town of Morawa, the air feels like a heater. Like there's wind blowing and it's just hot. It's like the whole town is a heater. Oh, yuck. 42 degrees. That's gross. Let me look that up in Fahrenheit. My phone is being so slow because it's so hot. That's 107 degrees Fahrenheit. So after Rowan fills up, we're gonna drive into the middle of town, hopefully find some shade, sit down, have some cool drinks, hopefully turn this face into a little bit less of a tomato, and keep going. It's about an hour and 40 minutes to the coast. Cosmo is so hot. He has had water, by the way. He's just panting because he's hot.
It's the next day. We have made it to our destination, our new hometown. This is so exciting. I can literally see the beach here from the caravan park. So the next plan is to secure a house, move in hopefully by the end of the month, and I already have a trial shift lined up for a job, which is great. And Rowan's going to renovate the house part-time and work part-time, and that's all we really know right now. Actually, I'm also going to get my hair done. I'm going back to blonde. Finally I'll be able to take care of it and continue to maintain it. So exciting. Oh, and we'll probably also get a storage unit for all of our stuff. Even though it is fine on the roof, we would like somewhere to put Rowan's motorbike just so we can drive the van around and we don't both have to be driving everywhere we go, if that makes sense. And I also can't park the van to save my life, and if it's between two cars, no, it is way too big for me, and I have no sense of spatial awareness in this van because there's no rear view mirror, like you can't see out the back. So that's the plan. Thank you so much for coming along with us, traveling across the country to move to our new hometown on the coast, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.